6 degrees of separation stood between me and my girl. When I bridge these 6 degrees, I'll be master of whole world. Saw her from a far-off distance, just an image on a screen. Overwhelmed by her persona, and of her that night I dreamed. Love at first sight is so cliched, in B-movies is mainstay. But the strength of my attraction blew all common sense away. So I set out like a hunter in search of her lovely lair. Felt no qualms in role of stalker as I prowled for her around there. Had her address, car's color, make, and model. Of me she still was unawares. It was such a strong temptation on her doorbell just to ring. But even in my excited passion, knew that would be an action most disturbing. So I frequented her hotspots, one she highlighted on Facebook page. Until wee hours of morning, it was at these spots for her I gazed. She made me privy to many secrets through her social media accounts. My strongest desire was just to meet her, so like a pussycat waited to pounce. Then one night, across the dance floor, I saw her swaying to the beat. I quickly drowned a double whiskey, then rose unsteadily to my feet. While my desire was to beeline, path was far more circumspect. Shortest distance from A to B may be a straight line, but like a snake, mine was far more serpentine. Accidentally brushed against her in the most purposeful of ways. My apology was swift and sincere, as into her lovely eyes I gazed. She'd been dancing with a girlfriend, from her post knew she was straight. When song ended, offered her a beverage. She smiled and said, "It's getting late." So we chatted for a short moment, knew to bide my time, but bitten tongue it sorely bled. On a cocktail napkin scribbled my name and number, handed to her and said, "Gotta run." Having met this sweet Chiquita, only whetted my appetite. Wondered what bait I'd use to hook her, and convinced this game to bite. From daydream moved to obsession, cyber stalker my new name. And when she tweeted her location, you best believe that I sure came. It was at our second chance encounter that I went in for the kill. Her wants, her needs, desires, and her dreams long so to fulfill. Possible I was a tad too pushy, too quickly felt that she was one. But I knew divine providence had sent her here to make her mine. It was just a few dates later that she said those 3 words to me. Oh, not the words "I love you," but rather the other 3. "Let's be friends" stung like a nettle, embedded in my tender flesh. Was aghast that my life partner had rejected me, I do confess. Calmly tried to assuage her, convince her I was the man for she. Finally told me to just drop dead, go away and let her be. Was a game that we were playing, as cat to mouse still pursued her doggedly. Don't know who poisoned baby's mind, but she filed a restraining order against me. She would not return my phone call, and so to her place departed immediately. Snuck around security, just didn't feel like buzzing up. And to my surprise, a home invader into my girl's place had Trojan horsed inside. When I spied this invading cretin, I roughly pushed the fool aside. There upon a divan sat earthly divinity. To her side I did rush to protect her heroically. And that's the story, officer, of how I wound up here. Just a domestic misunderstanding with the girl I hold so dear. How soon do you think till they let me go? Need to bring flowers to Iris, girl I so revere.